Hey, welcome to Sanctum 2. We are coming in off the back of a defeat in our last video. The level kind of got the better of me. The layout is really quite, for lack of a better word, difficult. Now, as you may have noticed there very quickly on that opening screen, I am now using a gamepad controller. I have connected a 360 pad to my computer in order to make these first-person shooter experiences a little more akin to what I'm used to, as I am more majoritively, whatever. I am more of a console gamer. That's not to say that I have preference over any one medium or another. I like all consoles, and I like PC and various bits and pieces. I don't think there's any point in being a fanboy about any of it. But I will say that the gamepad, the actual, what I used to call back in the day the joystick, the gamepad
up and at 'em, is
far more intuitive, I find, for first-person shooters than a mouse and a keyboard. Now, I've chatted to some people about that fact, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you'll get used to the mouse and keyboard, and then it's more responsive, it's more accurate, it's this, it's that." And you know, I do have a gaming mouse and a gaming keyboard and whatever else, but I still find that, you know, I sit at work typing all day, and I can, you know, barely touch type, but I sit there at a keyboard all day hitting keyboard keys, and when I come home it's not as much fun to sit and press keyboard keys. In one of the attempts I did at Sanctum, when I was pressing the R for reload, I was actually pressing the T for talk or chat or whatever, and then I found myself, every time I was pressing E to swap weapons or whatever else, I was just chatting. And that's just one of the minor things. As you can see, I'm now sprinting more. That's because on a gamepad, that's a nice simple click of the analog stick that I am currently using to move forward. Whereas on a keyboard, I have to actually move a finger entirely to the shift key. Now, again, that's, you know, for people that are used to keyboards and keyboard gaming, that's probably going to be like, "Oh my god, you're such a dildo, that's the simplest thing, all your fingers are right there next to all the keys, how is that so fucking hard?" Well, you know, I'm not as young as I used to be, perhaps, and my brain doesn't necessarily work along those lines anymore. As I say, I sit at a keyboard all day, writing emails generally, so I type an awful lot, do a lot of reports and stats and stuff like that. So again, you know, that's my boring life outside of YouTube. But yeah, that's why I've decided to use a gamepad for this and any other first-person shooter series. I probably wouldn't use it for a game that doesn't suit it. I'm going to be hopefully playing and uploading videos on some other games. They will be mouse-based games as well. So I will use the, you know, I use the tools best for the job, and I think that a gamepad is best for a first-person shooter.
Killing off vermin.
You can
one tower at a time.
Agree, disagree, whatever on that point. It's just my preferred playstyle, so that's what I'm doing. And hopefully that'll mean that I can get more involved in the actual first-person shooter aspect of this game. You know, for the most part, I'm running around, just allowing the towers to do most of the work, rather than me doing anything very much. So this funky new tower, apparently it attacks random targets. You can't actually select what it aims It doesn't do a huge amount of damage either, but it doesn't cost a lot to build. So we can get like 2 of those and another tower out this round, which is pretty damn good. I'm surprised that in the tower unlocks we didn't get that weird, I say weird, it's not really weird, that other laser tower that we saw we got for free in one of the other levels that just has an energy beam that fires out. It would probably be quite good to have one of those. Endless firing of laser, and if you could power it up, that would be quite good. So again, as you can see, because I am now using a gamepad that mechanic I understand, and I'm able to use the viewing down the sights
Come on!
version of this. Jeez, it hasn't actually helped here, has it? So I don't actually know. Can I get? Yeah, I can get back into the level. Right. What the fuck? Oh Jesus. Well, this is interesting. Oh my god, this is like the worst thing ever. Okay, so we should be able to make it back over to there. No, I can't jump apparently. Just run off the edge of the map. I'm beginning to think that the quickest thing for me to do here is just to end my life. 10 seconds to respawn would probably be far less time than me jumping up and down like a dildo and making an arse of myself
Back in the game.
in the process. So yeah, the game has worked out so far. So. Okay, good. So just these towers are finishing off or doing some damage to some of these creatures, which will be useful. And I've fallen through the level again. I'm seeing the praises of the gamepad here, and all the people that love mice and keyboards for first-person shooters in these type of games are probably going, "Oh, no, you're a dildo," and I'm going, "No, I'm not." And then, within the space of 2 minutes, with my controller, I've managed to fall off the edge of the map. So you're probably all vindicated in your love for a keyboard and mouse. I am going to stick with my gamepad, despite my ineptitude in controlling my character. And on this particular level, there are no safety railings, which I find a major health and safety hazard. There are no safety railings here, so I seem to easily be able to fall off the edge of said maps. So, you know, I'm not blaming it on the gamepad at all. It's my own stupidity, obviously. So I'm going to stick with the gamepad and screw you guys.
This is gonna get him.
So, favourite tower in the whole world gets put down there. I don't know whether to keep points, use the points. I do know that the again, even that changing what the tower looks at. I noticed the F key on the keyboard, and it's right next to the D key, which is used for the right hand movement of your character. I find it so much easier to press the B button. Again, I am so used to gamepads that it just makes more sense to me. Leave me alone. Stop picking on me! Okay, so I know you're all sat there watching it going, "Oh, you're a prick." That's fair enough, you know.
Here they come.
So these little creatures are generally quite easy for me to pick off with my favourite gun in the whole world. I just wished it did a bit more damage. I know you can get other guns and other weapons. I think I've actually unlocked another secondary gun which I haven't even looked at.
Target demolish.
But really what I'd rather be able to do is upgrade this puppy so it did a little bit more damage than what it does. So it doesn't look like any more are coming out of there. And our other looms are slowly making their way up here. I love the fact that they have to walk half a mile to get here. So that's that gun. I don't actually know what that's doing, to be fair. If anything. At all, we do seem to have murdered the first couple of walkers, so that's always good. I would guess that those guns are doing some kind of a job on these creatures. Fantastic work. Some more dead creatures here. Excellent. Good. So, you know, the first couple of waves, nothing too difficult here. For us, I think our towers have done us proud.
This'll do it.
I'm trying to think what I did wrong last time and how to correct that. I've taken a different tower with us than we had last time. Got rid of the arc thing that powered up other towers and brought along let's have it over here because then it can attack two sides. This is why we do things. Yeah, what was it? I don't know what I was banging about. I have no idea. Yeah, I was generally trying to think about what I was doing wrong. So I bought a different tower. The arc tower that powers up the other towers is gone, and we have this new funky tower that kind of shoots at anything it fancies shooting at. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but its reload speed is pretty fast, so it seems to fire and fire and fire and fire, which most of the other towers don't actually do. They seem to fire once, wait a couple of seconds, fire again. Obviously, as you upgrade them, they can become faster, but not always. Sometimes it's just the power or the range of the weapon that gets upgraded, so it's not always beneficial. Now, what I want to do over here, when I have more blocks to lay, is kind of produce something of a gauntlet over the back there, so that running along this log is probably not the best plan I've ever had. Oh dear, this is not going well. Again, my brain is just failing. I want to create a gauntlet along the bottom there, so that although they take a very long time to get up here anyway, I'd like them to take even longer. It's just so that this first wave on the right that kind of just has to walk around this little bit, they get hit by the towers first, and then we have the ones from the bottom, they then hit the tower second. Then the guys that come from that very far side, they need to walk 20 miles to get to us. So I'm thinking there's only like one or two bad guys left to deal with, so hopefully we can do that. Oh, Jesus Christ. You really do just have to hit this in exactly the right spot. I mean, at least 40% of what I just shot. Again, all zeros. It's like you really do just have to hit it right in the A-hole for it to work. And going down hill at a weird angle apparently isn't helping. This whole situation is just terrible for me. I mean, it's still got 11,000 of its health. We clearly need more towers doing more damage along the way. hopefully in the final stages of its Jesus Christ, final stages of its health there, so any luck. Sometime soon. Okay, our core isn't actually too bad at the minute. That's quite good, so it's probably going to take some more damage here because this Soka has got so much energy and I'm not even shooting it. Left. Good. There is actually another one still coming, I believe. Reload my gun. And go and give it the greeting it deserves.
Come on, come on!
Okay, well that gun seems to be doing a bang-up job of doing it in.
That seems to be all of them.
So we're on wave 4, we've done wave 4, I can never work out what the actual wave situation is. I think we're on wave 4, this is wave 4. We have a timed situation which is not brilliant for me, as I needed to do some bits and pieces. Just trying to work out where's best to stick this thing. Probably here. As creatures walk past it, it will hopefully do its job. As that's the first thing to greet creatures, I think we'll power that up. 168 damage.
Okay, get ready.
Doesn't seem like a whole heap. So ooh. Oh Jesus. Sorry, those things. They move at quite some speed as well. Chase it down. Oh my word, I don't think, oh Jesus. I don't think those snorkelers or whatever they are have ever really caused me much problem previously, and yet now they are. So again we have that ranged attack from the Screamer Matriarchs. They seem to be able to fire at a great distance and do great damage, so they are a pain in the arse, and they were our downfall last time. Because we managed to defeat that mega. Oh Jesus Christ! I'm stuck at the level again. Why do I keep falling through everything? Yeah, we managed to defeat that mega motherfucker of a boss. You know, craziness with its attack, armor, and everything else. It was just absolutely mental. But we managed to kill it, which was a good day for us. And then. Just those Screamer Matriarchs just from distance made our lives a misery. Not these things again. Okay, that's one less to worry about. I don't want to fall off the edge here. That's one less to worry about. Kick a chunk of these things off world hit. I'm not doing such a good job with killing this one. All you have to do is die. Oh my god. It's not going to make it to the core, but Jesus.
Nice.
So, what did we learn from last time and what do we need to do this time? So, my thinking is at some point we need to start considering, let's just upload this. We need to start considering putting some guns and some defences further down the map, towards where that boss starts. If we can get some damage done before it makes its way out of where it lives, then I'm thinking to myself, well, that is probably a good thing. So we're going to come down here and we're going to carry on our gauntlet building situation here. Okay, I will concede, mouse and keyboard guy, that placing the blocks at the very least is easier with a mouse and keyboard.
Killing off
Using the mouse to spin
one
this
tower at a time.
cursor around and lay these down with mouse buttons is far simpler than using a keyboard. But I don't have to do this a whole lot, and I've got plenty of time with which to do it on this particular occasion, so there's no need for me to really care. I can just place the blocks with a gamepad. It's fine. Might as well just fill this hole in, they're never going to use it. There you go. Ah, Jesus, I can't even jump. So they are literally, I've got no way of blocking them, they can just walk straight up that branch. So, you know, we've got 2 heavies and 3 Walker Warriors, 3 soakers over there, and some smaller enemies on the left hand side. My core is not looking too great, but then again it's not looking too bad. If we can get 0 damage done to it on this wave, then we might be able to, you know, start thinking about it getting a little bit healthier, as it does do a 10% regen every so often, or every wave or whatever it does it for. So again, we're just going to make this walk a little bit more arduous for them. Just take them a little bit longer to get where they need to go, and that is mostly just so that we can deal with the other shitty enemies before we have to mop up those ones for last. The walkers are quite, not walkers, the soakers are quite slow, so having them move even further is fantastic. Again, being attacked by these little snorkel things, and that never happened the last time we played this. It was just nice and easy, just fire the electric gun into them and end them with a little bit lives. I actually managed to crawl up in my grill. Good. So here come our Walker Warriors, who I hate with a passion. God, they go. It's amazing, they have so much health and still manage to punch me, even though he's had like 17 damage on him. Still not able to kill him. I'm going to just let those Walker Warriors go because I need to start focusing on this bad boy before I kill him. This time around, bad day for all mankind, if indeed I am fighting before, as I've never seen anyone with a giant hand before. Well, I say I've never seen a giant hand, not an abnormally large hand on one side. I've seen people with normally small hand on one side, but never a large one. So we continue the laborious task of ending the life of a creature with so much energy it could power the sun. Okay, so our next armoured creature is on his way down. That. Oh my god. I hate my life so much right now. That is just ridiculous. That last tower with my full process. That last tower should have been doing a lot of damage to that creature and the other creature that come its way as it's level 2 setting. I'm going to let the other creature go no sleep because it's dead. It doesn't really do as much damage, I don't imagine, as the tank creature and the tank creature had 4 more energy in the end. So we've got a couple, I think, of those soakers left to deal with, and this is why I wanted them to walk even further. Just so, don't shoot them towers. Just so that we had time to knock on other creatures and then
That seems to be all of them.
come to those bad boys. So I've been trying to think to myself, is this the best plan? Is this the best way of doing it? You know, blocking off the other side, so they have to come around this way, or would it be better to go the other way round and have them come down the other side towards the core? I don't know that it would. There's a lot of weaker enemies. Oh my god. I'm such a fucking dildo. It's mostly a majority. Oh, Jesus. Smaller creatures that come out of that left-hand side, right-hand side, whichever way you're facing. The left-hand side of that map. And I'm able to generally mop them up, so I kind of don't mind the way that kind of works for the most part. I don't know if it would really make any difference if I were to change this around and have this side blocked off and have them all walk in the other side, because I'm pretty sure the creatures over that side are bigger and more dangerous than the creatures on this side of the map. So I kind of think, you know, this is the best layout we can have, and making them do a lot of hard work to get where they're going. Again, we put down as many blocks as we can, so they all have to walk past the towers. Now I am moving a tower from up there, which is maybe a stupid thing to do, and I'm going to put it down here. The reason being is, one, it will help out because all the creatures have to go this way anyway. Now, pretty much, apart from that one wave, which again, like I say, I can take care of mostly with my gun. So we don't really need too many towers taking care of that. And 2, that's where the boss will come out of that particular black hole of death over there, is where he will come out. So if I stick a few more towers down there, hopefully when he does his almighty fucking blast of energy, we won't have too many towers flattened by that whole situation. And we are getting towards the level where he will be making an appearance.
Okay, get ready.
So we're all excited about that for sure. Oh Jesus. I'm becoming less and less of a fan of these screamers. I have to say that the screaming matriarchs are even less fun. Oh, he's gonna destroy me now. Yeah, some of the most more annoying kind of situations we've had. In our light, this dude can turn these jumping up. Oh, there you go, he's really punching out. Oh, he's punching the back now, punching the front. And they just knock him into the dead. Or I have fainted as far as the game is concerned, apparently. Death is not something I am capable of.
Whew, back in the game.
So again, because we're using the gamepad, this looking down the sights is a little bit easier for me. You're probably wondering why particularly. It's because the looking down the sights was the control button, which on my keyboard isn't in the worst position than anyone else's in that space. But it's in a position where my hand couldn't easily get to it necessarily whilst trying to press all the other keys. It's like playing a fucking piano. And oh my god, I got stuck in the fucking map again. Jesus Christ, what is going on? Okay. Luckily it didn't cause us too much of an issue then, as nothing was really bothering us, so we're going to let them go past us, otherwise it would probably just fire us off the side of the map. again, as they always do. And then we're just going to wait for these last two flying things to make their way to us. Good. I'm glad that one died. Just let our towers do the thing here so I don't get blasted off the side of the Earth. Now that's interesting. It's gone past the same towers as the other one did, and yet it has lived, and the other one did not.
All clear for now.
It got a lot further. I find interesting. I thought those creatures had roughly, well, not even roughly, I thought they had exactly the same energy amount. So here we are, Wave 7, and the big bad boss creature that none of us like at all. I don't know really what I'm going to do differently to last time. Mostly I'm going to try and probably distract his attention long enough to...
This is gonna get him.
Just going to move that up a bit so it can get further afield of a shot and try and get one of these drones in. Hopefully that sphere is wide enough to capture its attention. I don't know that it will be, but we can worry about that later. Again, I don't know if this is actually going to reach the creatures I need to reach, so we might just want to put some more towers up here, and or instead power up some of the towers we actually already have in place. Can't have too many electric guns in my mind. That's like +1 damage, that's probably worth it. So what I'm going to do differently to last time is I am going to start the wave down the bottom here with our friend. And there he is. So instantly I have probably screwed up my plan by standing in his field of view so that when he fired he took out all of my towers. And that probably wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done. Apparently walking in the darkness does me damage. So the rocket firing currently has done absolutely 0 damage, and he's obliterated it anyway. Has done absolutely 0 damage to him at all. So I don't actually know those rockets are particularly useful against this particular creature. Now I've done a sum total of about 400 damage, and I can't even get off the bridge. So he's going to turn and fire at me. I am going to try and get under him and away from that and shoot him right leg vagina, and see if we can't actually manage to kill him. Well, the energy level is off the hook, but it's not even just the energy level that's the problem. Oh, he's turned. Maybe that's why I keep getting killed when I go underneath him. Oh no, it doesn't seem to matter where you go, he can still get you. Yeah, it's not even the crazy amount of energy that he's got, because those soakers have like 150,000 and other crazy amounts of energy. It's this, oh my god, you get stuck in the same bit of fucking level, just jump, god damn you. I still appear to be, there you go. It's the fact that he takes so little damage from anything. Like literally those guns are all firing at him at some rate. You know, he's been electrocuted and whatever else, and there's that little disc going around and that other gun is firing at him. Yeah, I don't know, I mean they've done almost half his energy in, So I can't argue too much, I guess, with their ability, but it's just wiped out every single tower. That's very frustrating and annoying. But they have only literally done half of his damage, so I have now got to do the other half of his energy myself. Oh my god. With like these shitty guns. So I'm not even doing any damage anymore. So this is, you know, bad times for my core, because with 36,000 health here, I'm just going to attract his attention hopefully for long enough when he fires I don't get killed by one weapon. Yeah, with 36,000, and even though I'm shooting in the weak spot, it seems to have done nothing to him. So there you go, he's going to get to my core, and he's going to probably do some major weight damage to it. There's no way in God's 20 green earth I can get enough damage done quickly enough to him. Every time he does that biting move or whatever he's doing, I'm missing with my gun. I'm wasting ammo, but whatever. So we've got him down again. We're gonna kill him, as we did per the other video, but as last time, he's done an absolute shed load of damage here. And the fact that the level after he's obliterated all of my towers is timed is also really more frustrating, because no, especially getting stuck in a fucking map. Because I then have to go around and rebuild everything, and I really don't have the time to do it. I probably should have just done this top level, screwed those bottom level ones, but we've done what we've done. We just have to try and get this done as quickly as possible. Come on, just about. I'm just trying to remember which ones actually had guns on them, because obviously I'm not so necessarily bothered about the other one. Oh man, that is not good. Yeah, so yeah, having that level time straight afterwards, not a good look for us here. We haven't managed to rebuild half the towers we had. We haven't been able to build any new towers. We haven't been able to upgrade any towers. My core is already under attack by these matriarchs like it was last time. And with these walkers coming up, I can't even really get to the matriarchs because they're just going to keep punching me in the face, and I can't do enough damage to them at all. Oh, I need to get those matriarchs to stop them from killing my core. Oh man. Too many bad guys, not enough time. Respawn, let's see if I can get some shots across them. Well, the matriarchs are dead, which is good, so no more ranged damage. Unfortunately though, because of most of our towers were blown up and destroyed, there's just so many of them.
Target demolished.
And there you go. We have been defeated yet again here.
I don't believe this.
It's unfortunate that I've had to post another lost video here, and I probably won't add a second part to this because it has been almost 40 minutes long to do that. So I'll end the video here. If you like the video and want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this one, and I will see you next time.